Hello and welcome to part 9 of this series about object-oriented programming. In this introduction video, no problem of the previous version to be solved. Rather, as requested by the specifications of DrawingApp, the application should be able to work with circles as well. So we'll extend our library of shapes with class circle. And this new class will be quite similar to rectangle, as will become obvious in this video. So what should version 9 be able to do? So far we've only implemented rectangle. And what did the initial customer specifications say? Basically what the program needs to do is to be able to draw rectangles and circles. In the introduction videos I gave this demo about DrawingApp in which I was drawing some rectangles and circles. And what are the properties of those two shapes? Well, for rectangle, everything is defined in the rectangle class. We have some instance data members x and y, height and width, for which we define some validation values as well. What about the circle? Quite similar. The x and y instance data members as well, but instead of a height and a width, a circle is defined by a radius. The validation values for x and y are the same as for rectangle, and the radius should have a value between 10 and 500. But so far we haven't defined circle yet. So let's do that. And before implementing circle, let's first define the new class in UML. Analyzing the specifications of DrawingApp will result in a circle class that is very similar to the rectangle class. The main difference is that rectangle has a height and a width, circle on the other hand has a radius. For the rest, well, minima and maxima are very similar. For both classes we want to know how many instances are created, so the count mechanism will be the same. So we have a private static class variable count and a public static method getCount. Both have a starting position, x and y. They will have mainly the same getters and setters. ToString will be similar, and from a circle we want to know the area and perimeter as well. The formulas to calculate those values will be different though from the formulas we used for the rectangle class. So far for translating the specifications in UML. What is the quickest way now to implement the circle class in Java? Well, since there are so many similarities with the rectangle class, what I do is copy-paste rectangle.java and start from there, as I will demonstrate in the hands-on video. Once the implementation is finalized, a DrawingApp client should be able to execute the following. Create rectangles as before. So for example, by using the default constructor and printing it out. That should yield the same output as before. We don't change the rectangle class, by the way. We just extend our library. Creating another rectangle using the 4parameters constructor by passing 4 arguments and print it out. The new thing will be that our client should be able to create a circle without passing any arguments. So there should be a default constructor available. If printing that circle, then the output should be x and y 0, and the default radius will have a value of 10. As well, should the client be able to create a circle by passing 3 arguments, and when printing it out, that should yield x and y coordinates 30 and 40 and a radius of 300. If we would ask for the amount of rectangles as before, we should get 2, but the same functionality should be implemented in the circle class as well, yielding in this case, because we created 2 circles created. And then finally, if printing out the area and perimeter for a rectangle, that should yield an area of 100, perimeter 40. So this is not new, but the circle class should be able to give us those values as well. And using the circle 1, which we created using the default constructor, should yield a value of 314 for the area and a perimeter of about 62. Let's put all this into practice in the hands-on video. So in the lib package I add package demo9 similar classes and add and implement circle.java, and in the app package I add the same package demo9 similar classes as well and test the circle class in the client DrawingApp. That's it for the introduction video. See you in the hands-on video. Bye bye.